What's up, guys? I'm gonna be posting a little bit of a serious video that, in my opinion, truly disturbs and disgusts me because I played a game for 15 years that was from a company that has been doing these disgusting acts, and I'm ashamed. I'm not going to read everything for you guys. If you want to know exactly where I'm getting all this information from, I'll leave it in the description down below and you guys can check it out. There's 29 pages of information to go through. So you guys are more than welcome to read all of the things that are being spoken. I'm just going to basically summarize it and give you guys my thought and opinion. So in the investigation of the past few years, California has found out that the CEO and president roles are now and have always been held by white men. Very few women have reached the top roles at the company. The women who do reach the higher roles earn less salary and incentive pay and total compensation than their male peers, as evidenced in defendants' own records. Similar disparities exist throughout the company. Female employees receive lower starting pay and also earn less than the male employees for substantially similar work. That's messed up alone. But it gets worse than that. It gets crazier than this. Defendants have also fostered a pervasive frat boy workplace culture that continues to thrive. In the office, women are subjected to cube crawls, in which male employees drink copious amounts of alcohol as they crawl their way through various cubicles and office, and often engage in inappropriate behavior towards female employees. Many male employees proudly come into work hungover, play video games for long periods of time during work while delegating their responsibilities to female employees, engage in banter about their sexual encounters, talk openly about female bodies, and joke about rape. Oh man. Oh man. But it ain't over yet. Unsurprisingly, defendants' frat boy culture is a breeding ground for harassment and a discrimination against women. Female employees are subjected to constant sexual harassment, including having to continually fend off unwanted sexual comments and advances by their male coworkers and supervisors, and being groped at the cube crawls and other company events. High-ranking executives and creators engage in blatant sexual harassment without repercussions. Numerous complaints and unlawful harassment, discrimination, and retaliation were made to defendants, human resources personnel, and executives, including to Blizzard Entertainment's president, J. Allen Brack. Oh man! But defendants failed to take effective remedial measures in response to these complaints. Employees were further discouraged from complaining as the human resource personnel were known to be close to alleged harassers. An internal investigation into human resources unit noted that there was a big lack of trust and that HR not held in high regard. Unsurprisingly, employees' complaints were treated in a perfunctory and dismissive manner and not kept confidential. As a result of these complaints, female employees were subjected to retaliation, including but not limited to being deprived of work on projects, unwillingly transferred to different units, and selected for layoffs. So these women are getting sexually harassed and expressing what's going on to HR, the people who are supposed to have your back at a company, and these HR people are going around their back, which is supposed to be confidential, and telling pretty much the people who are being accused, hey, look what she's doing. And by her being sexually harassed and expressing the way she's feeling, now she gets less projects to work on. She will unwillingly get transferred to another unit and be selected for layoffs. That is so fucked up, excuse my French, in so many ways. In so many ways. After more than 2 years of investigation, the DFEH issued a cause finding on June 24, 2021. In the course of the DFEH's investigation, DFEH found in evidence that defendants discriminated against female employees in terms and conditions of employment, including compensation, assignment, promotion, termination, constructive discharge, and retaliation. DFEH's investigation also found that female employees are subject to sexual harassment. DFEH's investigation found that defendants failed to take all responsible steps to prevent unlawful discrimination, harassment, or retaliation. Lastly, DFEH's investigation further found that defendants had committed violations of Labor Code Section 1197-5 in paying female employees less than their male counterparts for substantially similar work. These claims are alleged and or responsibly and reasonably related to and like the claims originally alleged to director complaints. This company's got racism, this company's got sexism, this company's got sexual harassment. This company is just disgusting in every way, shape, or form. We basically just wrapped up a little bit of the beginning of this lawsuit. That's the beginning part of the lawsuit. Now we get into the part that disgusted me, which is the sexual harassment section. Man, oh man. Let's begin. Female employees almost universally confirmed that working for defendants was akin to working in a frat house, which invariably involved male employees drinking and subjecting female employees to sexual harassments with no repercussion. Cube crawls in defendants' offices were common, and male employees proudly came into work hungover. Similarly, male employees would play video games during work, engage in banter about their sexual encounters, talk openly about female bodies, and make numerous jokes about rape. As a product of this frat boy culture, women were subjected to numerous sexual comments and advances, groping and unwanted physical touching, and other forms of harassment. A female employee noted that random male employees would approach her on defendant's worksite and comment on her breasts. Female employees working for World of Warcraft team noted that male employees and supervisors would hit on them, make derogatory comments about rape, and otherwise engage in demeaning behavior. This behavior was known to supervisors and indeed encouraged by them, including a male supervisor openly encouraging a male subordinate to buy a prostitute to cure his bad mood. In a blatant example of the defendant's refusal to deal with the harasser because of this seniority/position, Alex Afrasiabi, the former senior creative director of World of Warcraft at Blizzard Entertainment, was permitted to engage in blatant sexual harassment with little to no repercussions. During a company event, an annual event convention called BlizzCon, Afrasiabi would hit on female employees, telling him he wanted to marry them, attempting to kiss them, and putting his arms around them. This was in plain view of other male employees, including supervisors, who had to intervene and pull him off female employees. Afrasiabi was so known to engage in harassment of females that his suite was nicknamed the Crosby Suite, after alleged rapist Bill Crosby. Afrasiabi would also call females derogatory names at company events. Afrasiabi's measures, J. Allen Brack, president of Blizzard Entertainment, allegedly had multiple conversations with Afrasiabi about his drinking and that he had been too friendly towards females employees at company events, but gave Afrasiabi a slap on the wrist, i.e., verbal counseling, in response to these incidents. Subsequently, Afrasiabi continued to make unwanted advancement towards female employees, including grabbing a female employee's hand and inviting her to his hotel room and groping another woman. Remember, this is the former senior creative director of World of Warcraft, a game that I played for 15 years. Okay? You guys know who J. Allen Brack is. Okay? You know who these people are. But hearing this disappoints me to the core, because I spent so much time supporting a company who is, in my opinion, such a piece of shit in every way, shape, or form. I already gave a video of why I quit World of Warcraft. But had I known this, if I had known this was going on, I would have quit years ago. Because to me, this is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting to me. And this is the part that blows my fucking mind. It blows my mind And I am so disgusted that I spent so long with this company. In a tragic example of the harassment the defendants allowed to fester in their offices, a female employee committed suicide while on a company trip due to sexual relationship that she had been having with her male supervisor. The male supervisor was found by police to have brought a butt plug and lubricant on this business trip. Other employees confirmed that the deceased female employee may have been suffering from other sexual harassment at work prior to her death, specifically at a holiday party before her death. Male coworkers were alleged to be passing around a picture of the deceased's vagina. That is so, so disgusting and messed up on so many levels, and I don't care who you are. If you defend this kind of acts, you yourself are a disgusting person. The problems of harassment and discrimination extended to and at a minimum were known to these at the top. Defender's former chief technology officer was observed by employees groping inebriated female employees at company events and was known for making hiring decisions based on female applicants' looks. An employee complained to Blizzard Entertainment President J. Allen Brack in early 2019 that employees were leaving due to sexual harassments and sexism. Specifically, this employee noted that the women on the Battle.net team were subjected to disparaging comments. The environment was akin to working in a frat house, and that the women were not huge gamers or core gamers, and not into the party scene, were excluded and treated as outsiders. Female employees had raised further complaints to various human resource personnel about the discrimination they faced, including but not limited to complaints about unfair pay assignments, male co-workers belittling them or minimalizing their contributions, and male counterparts being promoted quickly despite their lack of seniority. Similarly, female employees also complained of the harassment they suffered, including that male co-workers groped them, that male supervisor asked them on dates, and of other unwanted harassment. So after this lawsuit was basically published, or however you say it, Blizzard responded with this. Okay, I'm gonna read the whole statement, word for word. Word for word, exactly how they said it. Okay? And I'll give you my opinion when I'm done. We value diversity and strive to foster a workplace that offers inclusivity for everyone. There is no place in our company or any industry for sexual misconduct or harassment of any kind. We take every allegation seriously and investigate all claims and cases related to misconduct. Action was taken to address this issue. The DFEH includes distorted and, in many cases, false descriptions of Blizzard's past. We have been extremely cooperative with the DFEH throughout their investigation, including providing them with extensive data and ample documentation, but they refused to inform us what issues they perceived. They were required by law to adequately investigate and to have good faith discussions with us to better understand and to resolve any claims or concerns before going to litigation, but they failed to do so. Instead, they rushed to file an inaccurate complaint, as we will demonstrate in court. We are sickened by the reprehensible conduct of the DFEH to drag into the complaint the tragic suicide of an employee whose passing has no bearing whatsoever on this case, and with no regard for her grieving family. While we find this behavior to be disgraceful and unprofessional, it is unfortunately an example of how they have conducted themselves throughout the course of their investigation. It is the type of irresponsible behavior from unaccountable state bureaucrats that are driving many states' best businesses out of California. The picture the DFEH paints is not the Blizzard workplace of today. Over the past several years, and continuing since the initial investigation, started. Over the past several years and continuing since the initial investigation started, we've made significant changes to address company culture and reflect more diversity within our leadership teams. We've updated our code of conduct to emphasize a strict non-retaliation focus, amplified internal programs and channels of employees to report violations, including the ask list, with a confidential integrity hotline, and introduced an employee relations team dedicated to investigating employee concerns. We have strengthened our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion and combined our employee networks at a global level to provide additional support. Employees must also undergo regular anti harassment training and have done so for many years. We put tremendous effort in creating fair and rewarding compensation packages and policies that reflect our culture and business, and we strive to pay all employees for equal or substantially similar work. We take a variety of proactive steps to ensure that pay is driven by non-discriminatory factors. For example, we reward and compensate employees based on their performance, and we conduct extensive anti-discrimination trainings, including for those who are part of the process. Compensation process. We are confident in our ability to demonstrate our practices as an equal opportunity employer that fosters a supportive, diverse, and inclusive workspace for our people. We are committed to continuing this effort in the years to come. It is a shame that the DFEH did not want to engage with us on what they thought were seeing in their investigation. So basically, they're saying they didn't do a damn thing. And how dare DFEH accuse them of these accusations, for they are angels and have never done such acts. Why would the DFEH spend 2 years investigating an issue from a big company that is part of California itself, and then file a lawsuit 2.5 years later? Just cause. And Blizzard still says what they found is incorrect and false information, and they're going to continue to defend themselves and try to act innocent. Listen, my opinion, to me, it's cowardly, it's disgusting, it's demonic, and I am glad I unsubbed and uninstalled the game, and I regret spending 15 years supporting such a fucking company. I am disgusted. Truly, truly, truly disgusted, guys. I don't even know how else to explain it. I don't. I want to know what your guys' opinions are, so please drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this situation and if it's changed your opinion at all at Blizzard, right? Because for me, it only enforced my opinion on Blizzard. I already made a video about a week ago on why I quit World of Warcraft after 15 years of dedication, and to see this, I can proudly say I will never go back to any Blizzard game because they disgust me. I apologize for the serious video. I'm usually not this serious while I'm making a video. I enjoy putting out entertaining and funny content, but I apologize. But guys, if you like the video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get notified when I post future content. And I hope to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.